Welcome to the Akashic Energy Update of October 2025. Now, you might have felt the incredible energy of September, including there were eclipses, there were portals, there were all kind of things going on. And even though I'm not an astrologist, I'm not someone who knows about these things that much, I do know that many humans felt these fluctuations of energy. Now, what I am good at is channeling the Akashic records, and every month I want to check with them what is going on and if they have any practical advice for us so that we can navigate this month in the best way possible. Now, some of the themes of this month are the difference between anonymity and transparency, and that we need to start choosing that. Another theme that they channeled is about the chaos and the restlessness in the world, and actually that this restlessness is a great invitation to find more peace. And they are sharing how you can do that. And finally, what they want to tell us as well is that October is a month where the veil is thin, and that is the perfect opportunity to develop our spiritual abundance, because only through spiritual abundance we can create all the other levels of abundance inside of us. So those are just a couple of the themes of this energy update. I wish you a beautiful session. Allow yourself to relax. You might close your eyes and just relax with this energy. It's charged, it's vibrationally charged for you so that you receive the best and the most beautiful things. The only thing you have to do is to relax, enjoy this channel from the Akashic Records to you. Have a great October and enjoy. Dear human, welcome to another transmission specifically meant to give you the practical tools to navigate life in October 2025. There is a lot of energy fluctuation on your planet, and many of you have felt the eclipse season where a lot of things have been set straight. A lot of you, even though intense moments have been passed, you have gained clarity on what is important in your life and what you are here for. For some, that might still come in the month of October, but for many, you have been set on the right path once again. It is time to completely release yourself from old awarenesses and old ways of behaving, old belief systems and old patterns. You know what is not serving you anymore. Please stop entertaining these patterns, because you will not do yourself or anyone else a great service. And in the end, you are all here to be of service to the transformation that is here. And from this point of transformation, there are a couple of things that you need clarity on. One of the topics that will become even more present in the month of October and in the rest of this year is the topic of anonymity versus transparency. As your technology is currently tracking almost every behavior and every search term that you are putting into it, you are being tracked. And this is not necessarily a bad thing. Actually, it is quite difficult to be completely anonymous to the internet and to these companies. But you can do a great deal to make it more difficult for you to be tracked and to be anonymous. Now, for some of you, it will become an inspiration to be anonymous and to keep your data to yourself. And others are more erring towards transparency. And so, there is no good and bad in these decisions. When you want to be anonymous, you say no to a couple of great eases of life. You also say no to companies tracking your data and saving a lot of your data that they can later use to advertise very specifically to your needs. Now, some actually like to be advertised specifically to their needs, because how easy is it when, as soon as you need something, immediately a perfect product pops into your field. You don't need to search for it, it naturally comes to you, and you might save hours of time. We are indifferent when it comes to you being able to be anonymous or be completely transparent, because both of these qualities are valuable in their own right. But the topic, the collective discussion, and the global awareness will move more into these things. Now, know that in both cases, there is a way to do it in a sovereign manner. You can be anonymous in a sovereign way, and you can also be transparent without oversharing or without doing anything. In both ways, you can be protected as well. Some people that want to be anonymous are actually quite fearful of what will happen, and that fear puts them more in danger than the actions they take. So be aware if you notice any fear inside of yourself based on these topics, because this fear will only attract negative situations to you. No matter what you choose, choose with great consideration. Allow yourself to, or say strongly, I'm gonna do everything to be anonymous so that they will not get my data, and make sure there is no fear in your commitment towards that. Or choose firmly, I'm gonna be transparent. I'm here to show the light. I'm here to show who I am. I'm here to help others with my authenticity. And therefore, I choose to be transparent. Know that in both ways you are protected. You are 100% protected in your mission and what you are here to do. Even though the news and some recent events in the news might make you fearful again. That is because they don't want you to speak up. They don't want anyone to speak up. The higher powers, when it comes to the governments and many different movements that really like control, don't like humanity to speak up. Because if they lose control, they are becoming very uncomfortable and vulnerable themselves. So know that there are controlling forces on your planet, and know that if it's your job to be sovereign, that you want to share, that you are protected. Don't let the news or the media make you think otherwise. If they do so, they succeed in their plans. And we are not willing for you to be affected by such small consciousness. You are bigger in your awareness. You are bigger in knowing what you do. And you are protected. Next to this topic of transparency and anonymity, we have quite some more ground to cover to give you a complete picture and give you all the tools of your October and beyond. There is a certain dynamic going on your planet that is actually for the best of all, even though it looks like things are getting worse. There is a certain level of extremity that is entering your planet, but this extremity is only entering your planet so that everyone with a well-functioning mind will go the other way. What we mean with that, for example, is that the absurdity and the chaos on your planet is increasing. Restlessness is increasing. Now, it's not really increasing, it only looks more loud, it only looks more intense. And the purpose of this is that somebody can consciously choose, I'm going to choose peace. I'm going to be here to be finding my own peace inside of myself. And so this outer chaos and outer restlessness make it very easy for a human to see that that is not their true essence, and they can find their peace. And the same goes for many things. Everything will get louder. This is because awareness is increasing. But if something that is not according to your liking gets very loud, it is a great invitation to choose to go and find the opposite of that. Because the opposite is ever so available than the loud counterpart. You might notice that darkness and dark motives becomes louder and louder. That's a great opportunity to find the light in others and inside of yourself. You might notice that around you, sickness is getting louder. That might be the perfect invitation for you to choose health and vitality. You might see that stress and busyness and people overworking is getting louder. It is a brilliant opportunity for you to make sure you become a guardian and a leader of your own time. And we are at the moment facilitating a beautiful journey that leads people to their time freedom and to their money freedom, only coming from their soul's intentions and what they are here to do, what is alive in their heart. Because that is possible for everyone who sees and feels that the loudness of this system, the loudness of your currently reality is not fitting anymore. They want to find another way. And we are here to provide you with that other way. At the moment, especially for humans that want to find their own time freedom and money freedom. So if you are an awake being, and if you are searching to do what you love and to get paid well by doing so, to be able to sustain yourself, your family and your loved ones by only doing what you love, only having the conversations that you love, only being around the people that you love, only serving the most beautiful humans. That is possible. That is possible to each one of you. And you can find by going to the links of this channel a beautiful journey that we have completely channeled for you that will take you there in a matter of months. You will also see that there are other awakened human beings that have gone before you through this transition. We are not here to promote this channel. We are here to let you know that there are ways. And whenever you have the feeling that there is no way, that is incorrect. There is a way, you just are not aware of it yet. There are many souls that have been awakened that are at the moment following up to their calling to facilitate many more beings into a state of being where they do what they love, where they do what they are here for. Because every soul came with an intention, and those intentions need to be expressed, ideally in this incarnation. Otherwise, you might need to incarnate a couple times more for these same plans to be fulfilled. And what happens as a beautiful byproduct of you fulfilling your soul's intentions is a lot of joy, a lot of synchronicity, a lot of things falling perfectly in their place. A lot of growth beyond what your mind can conceive of. Exponential expansion of the heart and the soul are just one of many byproducts that will help you and will guide you in the journey towards following your own path. So when things that you do not like get very loud, use that as an invitation to find your peace, to find your freedom, to find your stillness. It is here. It has always been here. You just need to start looking for it. And to have the chaos and the darkness and the busyness getting louder and louder is just helping humanity. And so you can also thank this loudness, this increasing of volume. It might be the same when your neighbor or your roommate starts to play very loud music. At one point, after a while, it's just so loud you just want to go somewhere where it's peaceful. Or you want to go in his room and say, please, can you stop the music for a while? This is too much. Or you are craving to go to a park or to a forest just to give some rest to your ears. That same dynamic will be present more and more in your beautiful reality. So let it guide you towards the qualities that you actually desire. Beautiful. Now, there is something special going on when it comes to the October energies. October is a very special month. Not only is it the 8th month in the original calendar, it is also the month of abundance. And why is it the month of abundance? Because of very astrological and metaphysical reasons. October is the 8th month in the original calendar. That's why it's called October. That comes from the word octo or octave, all meaning 8. In the Spanish language it's reflected as ocho. This signifies a very beautiful month of finding your level of abundance. But true abundance can only come from a connection with spirit. And if there is one month where the veil is the thinnest between physical reality and the spiritual realms, it is this month of October. So allow yourself to make use of this thinning of the veil to connect more with your spiritual qualities. Spiritual qualities as stillness, peace, ever-loving love, ever-renewing bliss and joy. Spiritual qualities as curiosity, sweetness, innocence. All of these qualities are inside of you, and you can explore them a little bit more. You can hold them with you during your day. By embodying these qualities a little bit more, you're naturally moving towards your more spiritual nature, especially accessible in this month. Once you are able to achieve spiritual abundance, all other levels of abundance will follow very soon and will stay. Because as many humans that have achieved material abundance can attest, is that material abundance doesn't make you happy in the long term. It just goes from quick high to quick high to quick high to quick high to eventually realizing that these quick highs are not what they thought would give them. Eventually, all happiness needs to come from and start from the spiritual realms. So allow yourself for this month to create spiritual abundance. It is celebrated for many thousands of years to be done so. Allow yourself, therefore, to create that in your life. And what most humans don't realize is that spiritual abundance is way easier than you think. Why? Because spiritual abundance is your essence. You are built from it. You just need to connect inward instead of focusing outward. And many are so good in focusing outward, the only thing they have to do is to put that same level of focus that they have placed outside of themselves and point the arrows inward. Focus on the breath, focus on the heart, focus on your spiritual eye, focus on the imagination, focus on the inner peace and the inner stillness that can come from only a couple moments of you focusing inward. It is easy to be able to do so. You might not be used to it. It might take a couple days. But what is a couple days to experience and create a lot of spiritual abundance for yourself? So allow yourself to sit with your inner world. Allow yourself to create moments where instead of distracting yourself with screens and outer information, to focus on your inner information. The timing couldn't be more perfect than this month, and we will speak more onto that in the following videos that come through this channel. But for now, know that this is a perfect time to start meditating, to start focusing on your inner well-being, and to focus especially on the qualities that you believe the divine is embodying. And to close this transmission, we want to actually give you a way to feel the embrace of the divine, as it is ever present, omniscient. You can feel it whenever you want to. Allow yourself to breathe And allow your breath to follow your awareness inward. On every inhale, follow the breath, moving from your nose into your lungs, into your underbelly. And then stay for as long as you can inside of your inner world while you exhale everything that is not needed. Allow yourself to do this a couple more times. And notice that just with a couple of breaths, your awareness is calming down. And you can already peek through the doors of stillness. Breathe slowly and let the breath center you inwards. And even though there is still restlessness in the body, in the mind, and might be as well in the outside world, there is also an inner stillness present. An inner stillness that watches it all. Now, as soon as you have found this inner stillness, ask the divine for an embrace. Can you embrace me, dear divine beloved? Can you embrace me, dear light? And allow this embrace to come over you. And hold you. You can take this feeling of support, feeling of love, peace and stillness with you into this month, with you into every day. We strongly recommend you to keep on developing these qualities, as life will become an easy flow for you if you do. And seeming chaos and spurts of lower frequency energy will be easily seen and removed from your life as you dive deeper into the peace, the stillness, the love that you are. From the highest frequencies we can hold, we embrace you and we wish you a beautiful month of October. And so it is. Thank you for tuning in to this energy update. May it help you in your month. May you have a beautiful, beautiful month of October. I am looking forward to this month. I'm looking forward to connect more with Spirit and all of the beautiful things they just mentioned. And yeah, happy October. May you feel absolutely blessed by life. And may it all flow in the most beautiful ways. Much love, dear one.